break out of the matrix. Stop looking for wisdom in all the boring places. So I'm here for this thing for 5 days, this thing called Brain Camp.
Just gonna go to Vegas with the boys.
Wait, no, this is cheating. This is cheating.
We really only ever remember a couple things. We really only ever remember truly great stories. Yeah, good morning. So I'm in Massachusetts, which is this, you know, on the ocean here. As you can see, this beautiful little mountain town, and I'm staying at this delightful little place called the Cove at it's like actually really nice. And, like, my room is pretty sick. Anyway, so I'm here for this thing for 5 days, this thing called Brain Camp. I don't know how much I'll be able to vlog. Hopefully I can capture some of the process, but anyway, so the idea is, here's a little like fun fact. Something like 90%, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's basically about 90% of all of your brain chemicals, all your neurochemistry is actually generated by the bacteria in your gut. Most of us have really jacked up gut biomes because the American, manufactured processed food supply is pretty garbage. Therefore, we have screwed up brains. If you have screwed up bellies, you have screwed up brains or screwed up GI tracts. And so, like, when you're born, you don't have all your neurotransmitters in your brain. You actually start manufacturing them as you start creating your gut flora. So this place has this whole process. It's like a 5-day inpatient crazy. There's like, I don't know, I'll find out everything there is, but I mean, it's like nutritional therapy, it's like hardcore science, like Western medicine, but there's also some like more like Eastern woo-woo type stuff that's like stimulates your body and your brain and everything. And long story short, over the course of 5 days, you rebuild your gut bacteria, and you do it all in an environment that's like stimulating your brain. I think they have like cognitive exercises and stuff that stimulate your brain while you're rebuilding your gut bacteria so that you rebuild your neurochemistry. And there's like people there that help you. This one guy in particular, I'm gonna try to get on the vlog because he's freaking legendary badass, who like helps you work through like old trauma and stuff so that while you're rebuilding your gut and your brain, you're also like rewiring your subconscious and healing that which ails you. And it's gonna be intense. Pretty fired up, honestly. I keep telling people I'm either gonna come back like a full-on X-Man, like elevated superhero status, or just like some kind of like catatonic vegetable. I don't know, we'll see, but yeah, that's what's going on.
Just gonna go to Vegas with the boys. Saying bye to Stell. Love yous.
Love you.
So we are headed to Vegas with some of the boys for a day. Yeshua Stone's driving the Tesla down, so we'll pray for that. I'm taking Jeff's car with Jace and both the Jordans. Say hi, Jordan.
Top Golf Las Vegas, baby. It's lit. You know the deal.
Going up to the top floor.
Yeshua, bro. Wait, it counted round. Wait, why? No, it didn't.
What?
Wait, no, this is cheating. This is cheating.
Time to go check into our hotel.
All right, here we are. We made it.
Here we are. What up, camera 2? Jacqueline, how do you feel being here again?
I feel like I'm basically at home.
Yo. Just finished day 2 of Brain Camp. Can you see it? Can you see it in there? That's my brain. That is my evolving, maturing, expanding, and always more enlightened brain. Overlooking the Atlantic, sitting here on my little porch at my little place. Damn, man, learning some incredible stuff I can't wait to bring home, bring to Entre, bring to the community and the audience at large. I swear I've learned more about expanding consciousness and how the human body and the human mind work together to create possibility for our lives in the last 2 days than I think I've probably ever known in my life, or than I ever even knew you could know. I've been learning about the internet of the microbiome and the signaling mechanism that exists through the trillions of bacteria in our gut and how it essentially drives everything in our life. I am pretty fired up. And most importantly, I think that this technology and this information that I've been exposed to and the practitioners behind it can do amazing things for a lot of people in this world. And I can't wait to be first a case study and then ultimately an ambassador. There's a lot of really brilliant, beautiful people out there, and you just have to get out there. You just have to break out of the matrix. Stop looking for wisdom in all the boring places.
So as we know, Jeff is in Boston doing this brain camp, getting like smarter and healthier. And this is what I'm watching. We are going to check out the new Urban Necessities at the Forum Shops. It's a like giant shoe store that we always go to when we're down here, and they opened a new one, so we're excited.
Just a quick check-in. I'm in the Chicago airport, getting ready to fly to Montana. Tomorrow I speak in Montana at this mastermind, and I've been fully immersed in this thing the last few days, trying to just focus in that moment, not really prepare for anything except to just be present. And so now I haven't slept all night, crashed a little on the plane, and I'm starting to think, what the hell am I gonna talk about tomorrow? I want to bring a ton of value. But thinking about all these talks that we give, and we go meet people, and we have these experiences, and I think the reality for me is I'm kind of tired of talking to people in the moment for the moment. 5 years from now, what really is remembered? What really left a mark? What actually even put a tiny little ripple into the fabric of time and space through the energy exchanged with this group of people? They're not going to remember names, probably, unless one of the speakers ends up becoming, famous enough or already is famous enough. Most of us couldn't tell you the names of speakers we've seen at most events we've been to. Certainly what they talked about, the topic of the message. We really only ever remember a couple things. We really only ever remember truly great stories. Great stories that are a variation of the great stories, the few great narratives that define human beings, humanity itself, and incredibly simple takeaways that deal with universal, existential, and powerful questions. We all look at each other and we see our hair color and cut and our clothes, the typical things we see when we look at each other. All of that is a leftover, all that is a residue of our life experience and our suffering. And what if we can look at people and instead of trying to see who they are and what they've done, what if we can try to feel and sense how they've hurt and how they've suffered? Because we'd have a lot more empathy as a society. We'd realize that we're all the same. We realize that ultimately, I think the true purpose in life, the true source of all good and bad, all progress and destruction, is just what meaning and what management strategy are we using for our pain and our suffering. This place is pretty. Oh, look, they got a piano. Sweet. Look at that.
That little trip to Vegas is winding down, and I'm super glad we came, but also it is just not the same without Jeff. I miss him so much. Like, doing these trips is just a thing we always do together, and it's so weird to not have him here, and honestly, pretty sad. So 5 more days and we'll be reunited. Getting ready to head home. Did we have fun?
Yep.
Such a good time.
So much fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, learners, goats.
Yeah, we had fun.
We all
Till
had
next time.
so much fun.
That's what I like to hear. Made it back to St. George, and I'm so happy to see this adorableness. Did you miss me? What'd you do while I was gone?
We swam both days.
You swam both days?
Yeah, we are going to take a bath later. I think she forgot.
I'm happy to be home still.
I'm happy that you are home
Aww.
because I missed you so much.
So it's Sunday night, and it's super exciting because Logan Paul is fighting Floyd Mayweather, and I want Mayweather to win. And we're all kind of torn, but we're watching it right now. Jordan, who do you want to win?
I want Floyd to win.
Yeah,
Floyd, for sure. Look at him.
Mason.
I think I want Floyd. Floyd for sure.
Floyd, for sure. He's probably gonna win now.
Jace.
Floyd. Jordan?
I'm still sticking with it. I think Logan Paul's got it.
Put your arm up, dude.
Mayweather's so chill.
Last round.
Eighth and final round, and you know people are going to be PISSED if this doesn't end in a knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's no knockout, we jump in the ring.
No way! Oh my god! Of course!
This room's pretty sick. Got like a whole like rustic vibe. Look at the bar with the barn. Oh, not a bar. What am I talking about? The bathroom with the barn doors. And then this is the best part. Behind me, there's like I got my own walkout. There's like a nature preserve back here with like all kinds of hiking trails and everything. Go for a little run later. Ooh, looks like it might rain. Freaking love the mountains. How did I end up living in the desert? I love the mountains. I had to just process through every imaginable pain, and I brought back all the bullying of my childhood and all the haters. You guys, and people always say, how do you deal with the haters? I'm like, go read the comments on my videos from 2 or 3 years ago, and it's all out in the open. My therapy, my process, it was free therapy. In fact, now I basically get paid to do therapy and to just personally challenge myself to grow and get better all the time, because what I figured out finally is once a few people started to catch on to this thing I was doing, everybody feels alien. Everybody feels like they were dropped here by mistake. So it's Sunday night, end of the week, and you know, this is when we usually do our little wrap-up sesh, me and Jacqueline, but since I'm in northern Montana and she's in Utah, like 1,500 miles away, we're having to do it remotely.
We miss you. Our week was really good, but definitely different without you here for so long. Geez, you've been gone, what, 5 days? 6. But we had fun. We went to Vegas. Girls and I swam today. We ate a lot. It was a good week.
Has Stella been counting the days and telling you every day how many days it's going to be till I get home?
Every day, multiple times a day.
Oh, that actually makes me happy. So that's the end of our
We're doing
week. And this is, I guess, the life of a busy entrepreneur who travels and his amazing family that stays home and has fun. And I'm glad you guys have fun. It's why I do what I do.
Thank you. We're glad you went and did what you did. Now we're ready for you to come home.
Yeah, I really want to come home.
Good night, vlog.
Good night, vlog.